What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 11 Reunion Part 1. This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. What's going on? I hope you guys have had a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, and I intend on doing and have done the exact same thing, you guys. What's the tea and what's going on, y'all? Let me tell y'all something. Every time I look in this damn camera at my damn self, I see this damn beard coming in. It's finally trying to come in, y'all. Listen. I like the scruffy look. I'm probably not gonna get rid of this shit anytime soon. I like the little scruffy look that I got right now. It kind of fits. I like the scruffy look. Give me a little bit of a little grown feel instead of the boyish look that I have for most of the time. It's giving a little bit of grown, just a little bit, just a little bit. It's giving me a little bit of grown. But we here though. We here. And y'all know I'm not bashful or braggadocious and so into my looks and stuff. But I like the little scruffy look on me. I just gotta say that. If I gotta admire myself from time to time, then I will. Okay. So what was I finna say? Cause y'all know we get started at the 5-minute mark and shit. Y'all know we get started there. So I just talk my shit. It was something that I was gonna say on the last video. I was gonna throw a little bit of shade, but I forgot what the shade was about. I totally forgot what that shade was supposed to be about, but it is what it is. I see that there's still some developments with this Mel and Martell shit, and I ain't talking about that today. I'm tired. Talk about that tomorrow sometime. So let me tell y'all something. Earlier today, when I was up in here throwing up a storm, I was on my I watched TV on my Roku, right? And after I was watching Bill Collective the first time, because I watched it twice a day, the first time I was watching it, after Bill Collective went off, it went straight to Heart in Hustle Houston. I think that's the name of it. Why y'all didn't tell me that show was so goddamn good? And then they was showing all the episodes from the season before the one that's on right now. Baby, that is a good ass show. I need to review it. I have been talking about like giving it a chance because I've seen JoJo talk about this show all the time. And then I know really B like it, T likes it. So it's like, I need to get into this show because this show was fucking good this morning. Like I was glued to it. While I'm over here throwing up, I was glued to the goddamn screen, honey. That's a good ass show. That's a good show. And y'all sat there and let me not watch. Yes, I'm blaming y'all. Even if you did tell me, I'm going to say you didn't because it takes the heat off of my damn self. So no, y'all didn't tell me shit. But I loved what I saw though. Should I review it? Is it too late? I don't know. But however, before we get into anything, let me look at the people that that's here. Okay, I see Gabby is here. I see Payne. What other moderator is here? I think it's Gabby Payne and the Jail Slayer. They're all here. So make sure that the chat is clean. Make sure you guys are making sure that the chat is engaging with one another. Make sure everybody's not being disrespectful to each other or to the host. And make sure everybody's leaving those fire emojis in the chat because y'all know we get started at the 5-minute mark. Hey Norris, I see that you're here too. So we're about to go ahead and get into the 5-minute mark. Make sure you guys like this chat up with nothing but fire emojis. Okay. And there we are. And it's 90 of you guys up in here. So it should be 90 people in this chat engaging and 90 people up in here with nothing but the fire emoji. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the episode. Let me pull out my notes because my notes is right here on my phone. Okay. There go my notes right there. So let's get into it. Okay. So first of all, is it me? Or do Love and Marriage Huntsville always have the same backdrop for their reunion? That's a petty ass thing for me to bring up, but I have to say it. It seems like we see the same reunion backdrop every reunion for Love and Marriage Huntsville. But that might just be me overthinking, overdoing it. But I really feel like that's the same backdrop. But whatever. Martell ass is late because he said his suit didn't come in the mail in time. Now he at the store getting something off the goddamn rack. And the reunion starts shooting in 30 minutes and he late. What's going on, Martell? Huh? What's really going on in this bitch? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But okay, you already here. Okay. So it's something. Now let me tell y'all something. Trish might have lockjaw jaws, right? But Trish is not an ugly lady. Like, I think she's pretty attractive. I don't like the blonde on her. I don't know why I don't. I just don't like blonde hair on her. Like, I need for her to have like some black, like a long black hair, black wig or something like that. I would love to see her in there because she's very attractive to me. Like, she got the body on her, all those different things. But I do not like blonde hair on her. I don't know why I don't. It's annoying. I don't like the blonde hair. But for the most part, the girls, I think everybody looked good for the most part. It's just the only thing that I did not like about Trisha is the blonde hair. That's the only thing that I don't like. Now, Martell, he always look good with a suit. That's just one thing that I never have to worry about. Martell always comes through with the suits all the time. Now, if anything, Martell should come out with a suit line. I'll buy a suit from Martell. I would. He's a toxic ass, bitch ass nigga, all those different things. But that motherfucker knows how to look good in a suit. He really does. And that's one thing I can agree on. He looks good in a suit. So if he had a suit line, then I would definitely buy one. But for the most part, everybody, and then another thing too, I think Destiny had blonde hair last reunion, and I didn't like the blonde hair on her either. I just don't think blonde works for everybody. The only person that's on that cast that I seen blonde work for was Saints and Sinners, the girl that's no longer on the show. It worked for her. I actually preferred blonde hair on Saints and Sinners, but I didn't like it on Destiny, and I really didn't like it on Trisha. I don't like the blonde on them too. I don't. I think it fit Saints and Sinners more than it did them. But that's just me though. If I was a guy, I would let him dress me. Yes, absolutely. I like if like I said, if Martell had a suit line, and y'all know how much I like to wear suits, like for events and like confessional looks and shit, I would get a suit from Martell. I definitely would. I would definitely get a suit from Martell. Most definitely would. Okay. Carlos always looks good too. He might be, hey, raindrops, yes, all that shit, but he always looks good in his suits as well. So I don't really have no complaints about Carlos and what he be putting on. He always hits the nail on the head all the time, so I ain't worried about him. Martell's suits be too tight on him. They might be a little bit too tight, but the suit itself looks good. You feel what I'm saying? The suit itself look good. I can't take that from him, but it might be a little too tight, but the suit look good. Okay. Yes, indeed. But all in all, I think everybody looked good for the most part. I didn't really see too many things that I didn't like outside of the blonde, but that's it. Like, that's the only thing that I could say that I did not like. Okay. It's 133 of you guys up in here. I hope you guys are liking the video, and I hope you guys are subscribing. Now let's go ahead and get into the episode. Okay. So it starts with Kimmy and Maurice. One thing about it and two things for certain. Maurice knows he can get his lemon head looking ass on this goddamn in front of these cameras and make Kimmy look crazy as a motherfucker, and he can gaslight the shit out of her. That's one thing that I cannot stand about Maurice. Maurice irks me. He always gaslighting Kimmy. He's always doing everything he possibly can to make her look bad or feel bad. I just don't like that. I don't appreciate it, and we're going to get more into it. So Maurice says that he likes creating, but he just don't like the building aspect of it all. I guess that's a fair trade. But when you create, you gotta build. And I'm the type of person that likes to create too. And I don't mind building either. So if this is my creation, then I'm going to build it. And who better to build my creation than me? So yes, he just don't want to admit that he's in his soft hands era. That's just what the fuck he's in, and he just need to own it and move on. This whole sex 5 times a day, let me tell y'all something. I have a very high sex drive. Like, I could get it popping whenever if I want to, right? But I feel like sex 5 times a day is excessive. Nobody wants that much sex. Sex ain't that goddamn important to be doing all that. You feel what I'm saying? Like 5 times a day. As much as I like to, I'm not gonna sit up here and ask somebody to me 5 times a day. It don't get that motherfucking serious. If you feel like you need all that, baby, you better use the hands that God gave you. Get you a little bit of lube and get and work on yourself. Cause ain't nobody finna be fucking you for 5 days straight. I'm not fucking nobody for 5 days straight. I wish a motherfucker would ask me to fuck them 5 days. 5 days, not 5 days, 5 times a day. I wish you would. It ain't working. You better take your hands and do what you got to do. Cause it don't. If you got a bussin' that bad, do it yourself. Like, ain't nobody got like 5 times a day. It's very excessive. And I just feel like Maurice is just a bitch ass nigga. Like, that's just no other way around that. I don't respect him. And I don't think that he's respectful to Kimmy. And I don't think he really likes Kimmy like that. And I think that he's just staying married to her because he knows that she's going to be the one to accept the BS that he brings her. That's just the way that it looks to me. And I hate to say that, but because I started off this show loving Kimmy, but it's been this past season or 2 where I have just not been able to get with Kimmy. I just haven't. And I don't know why, but it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So yes, I don't do that. Now I can understand if you said we want to 3 to 4 times out the week. That I can get. But 5 times a day, that is ridiculous. If you need that bad, if you feel like you need the bust that motherfucking bad, then bitch, like I said, there's a bathroom. Use your hand. Or lay in your bed while Kimmy is not there and choke that chicken so you can get that shit out. Okay? Like, seriously. So Carlos says that this season, Maurice is the most hated husband, and at this point, he's more hated than Martell. I honestly can agree with that. At this point, Martell really ain't been doing shit on this show this season right here for me to hate him. It's Maurice all day. I can't stand Maurice. Like, literally, I can't fucking stand Maurice. And I feel like somebody to pop him in his motherfucking mouth. Because I just don't like him. He's very insensitive and he doesn't really give a fuck, to be honest. He don't give a fuck about nobody's feelings but his motherfucking own. But this is why he's a Scott. Because that's all Scott does. The Scots don't do shit. These Scott men, they're very manipulative and they're trifling as a motherfucker. That's why I don't like them. They do too much for me. I can't stand their ass. I really can't. They irk the out of me. Like, seriously, they irk me and they don't see how they come across. And when somebody called them out, they can't handle it and they can't fucking take it. You are instant. You it's just like I don't respect niggas like Maurice in my real life. I ain't even talking about me watching this show and doing a recap on it. I don't respect niggas like Maurice in real life. Okay, if my friend was married to a man like Maurice, I promise you, I would not fuck with that nigga in real life because he's an asshole and he's a bitch. And I saw how much of a bitch he really was when Kimmy was sitting up here sick with cancer, and all the fuck you thought about was getting your rocks knocked off, and not too much about her trying to her body not being in the mood to be penetrated. And I just felt like that was he said she just lays there and take it. And you really thought that was like a huge service to her because she lies there and take it, even though you want to 20 times a day and she's sick with cancer and she don't really want to but she's doing it for you because you're her fucking husband, and the only thing that you give a fuck about is the fact that she's fucking you daily, even though she's sick with cancer. That was some motherfucking bullshit if I never heard it. And for that alone, I would never like Maurice. And for that alone, I will always look at Kimmy like a goddamn fool because you sick with cancer and you're letting this man do that. I wouldn't give a fuck if he wanted to goddamn divorce my ass because I wasn't fucking him. Like, bitch, please. I'm sick with cancer. I look like fucking you whenever you want to. You got hands. If you're not going to use them to fight, use them to choke that chicken. There's sometimes you got to do what you got to do if you ain't getting it when you want to. Shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to do all that yelling and shit, but y'all know how I get. I get real passionate on certain things when it comes down to these shows. And I'm not living vicariously through these shows. I just want y'all to know that. But, you know, I just don't like to see a man treat a woman like that. Like, I just don't. And I'm always the one that calls these niggas out in my real life because y'all know I hang around a lot of straight niggas. Like, a lot of my friends are straight dudes. A lot of them are hard-legged ass dudes at that. And when they sit up there and they be talking about their wives or their girlfriends and the shit that they be doing and the bullshit they do, I call them out every motherfucking time. And of course, they be getting mad with me because they feel like I'm siding with the woman because I'm gay. But that ain't the reason why I'm siding with them. It's just that right is right and wrong is motherfucking wrong, my nigga. And you're wrong. It's just that simple, but it is what it is. Carlos says that fans think that Maurice is an asshole to Kimmy. I don't think that fans think he's an asshole to Kimmy. He is an asshole to Kimmy, and that's why we're saying it, because that's exactly what the fuck this nigga is an asshole to Kimmy. He been an asshole to her for a minute now. Then she says that if I have to be alone to be happy, then that's what I'll do. Now, that was a word. If I'm miserable with you, but when I'm by myself, I'm happier, then I'm good with being by myself. I'm good with being a movement by myself and a force by my motherfucking self. But my thing is this, Kimmy, you not happy with Maurice. I don't think you are. I don't see how you could be. Because one thing about it and two things for certain, a nigga like that, I could not be happy with him. A nigga like that, I could not fuck with that. A nigga, no. How are you happy with somebody like Maurice? I just feel like this man don't take you or your marriage seriously. All he feels like a wife is supposed to do is feed him. That's it. And he really sat up there on there and said that the quality time is him fucking you. Quality time ain't always about fucking. When I say I want quality time with my man, it's let's go out to eat. Let's go to the park. Let's go work out together. Let's do some Netflix and chill. Let's just cuddle. Let's cuddle and listen to some music. You know, that type of stuff. That ain't quality time. It's not. Because I don't even have to have quality time with my man. I don't have to have sex to do that. I can go without having sex. As much as I'll be wanting it, I can go without it. Long as I have that quality time, that's all that matters. I would choke my chicken 3 times out of the day, and I would be okay with that. Long as I get that quality time with my man, that's all I care about. Like, that's it. He's sitting up here thinking quality time just about him getting him some pussy. He sounds like a whole horny teenager. And he's how old? Like, what are you talking about? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what, bitch? Anyway, anyhow. She says that cheating is still a deal breaker. And when she was asked if she would forgive Maurice if he cheated, she said no. And Maurice is disappointed. Why are you disappointed? Is it because you already been cheating? Is it because you already cheated on her and she don't know nothing about it, and now you know that if she finds out about you cheating on her, she's gonna leave your ass? Because I didn't understand why the fuck he was mad about that. Why would you be mad because she would want to leave you if you cheated? That is a respectable deal breaker. What the fuck are you talking about? You mad because she not gonna be down with you cheating on her? I don't think most people would. And you mad because she stood her ground on that. You get mad over that was suspicious enough for me. That means you want to cheat in peace. And the thing about it, just like Gabby just said, she probably feel like you already done cheated, but she ain't left your ass because she ain't got no proof. That's one thing about me too. I might think you're cheating on me, and I might have some qualms and some thoughts and some suspicions about something that you're doing. But I'm not going to break up with your ass. I'm not going to leave you if I don't know for a fact. But if I get hardcore proof that you fucking around on me, it's going to be some smoke in the motherfucking city. Okay? Some smoke in a goddamn city, okay? Because I don't cheat. I don't cheat. When I'm with somebody, I'm with their ass. I don't got no eyes for nobody but that one person. I'm not finna fuck around on nobody. So absolutely not. So I really feel like Kim probably thinks that he cheated, but she just ain't got no proof. I hope she gets some and leave his ass. Okay, so let's move on to the next. They was talking about the cheating, and Nell said that she got past the whole infidelity with Chris Fletcher. And Nell said a lot of us be saying what we would and would not do in these particular situations, and we really don't know what we would or would not do if we're not in that predicament. And I know that is very true. For some of us who's never experienced that stuff, we have, a lot of us, and I'm one of them, have just sat back and been like, if my man do this to me, I'ma leave that nigga. I ain't gonna take this shit. I'ma leave that nigga if he do that to me. A lot of us have done that. Because there's a lot of things that I said I would never put up with that I did put up with. There's a lot. If this person do that, I'm leaving them as soon as they did it. I left them for a minute, but I took them back. If this person do that, I did leave, but ultimately I came back. It's some things that you will be mad about, and there are certain things that you will tolerate, or some things that you can move past with a conversation or doing work. But there's some things that are not forgivable. And for Kimmy, cheating is unforgivable, because cheating comes in different, like, if you can sit up here and somebody and get them pregnant, or you can them and bring something home that you can't get rid of. There's so many different factors to cheating and why it should be looked down upon. Because if you don't want to be in a relationship, why don't be in one? Why be in a relationship if you're gonna be out here fucking around on somebody? That's the way I say it. And if you want to just be single and just fuck whatever you want to, just be single. Honestly, just be single. It's just the fact that Maurice was so mad and just so out of his damn body about this whole thing. I'm like, why are you so mad? Like, what? So you're mad because she told you to your face that she's not going to tolerate no cheating. And you're mad. You're mad because she don't want to tolerate no cheating from your stupid ass. You got to be kidding me. Got to be. Because that don't make no motherfucking sense. At all. It really don't make no goddamn sense. The fuck you talking about? But anyway, moving on. So we get to Ken and Trish. Now, I really don't care about them that much, but I guess we need to go on and get them out the way. Ken admitted that he got in another apartment while him and Trish were going through their stuff. He said that he got a new place because he didn't want to, get all of this negative energy and bring it to the kids. So he went and got his own place. He said he never brought a woman to that apartment. He never had no reason to. He didn't get no apartment to bring other girls back there to go fuck them. But at the end of the day, he needed his own space. So the subject about spinning the block came up. And they wanted to know, what did she mean by spinning the block? Because when they asked her, did she sleep with another man? She said no. So here's my thing, right? Spinning the block could mean several different things. Spinning the block doesn't necessarily mean you slept with somebody. If you guys remember late last year, where the last few days of 2025, I did a story time. Well, it wasn't really a story time, but it was like a 2025 recap. And in the title, I said spinning the block. And what I meant by spinning the block was I wasn't with Bando, but then when we got on the show, we started spending more time together, and the block was spent around, because now we're back to the phase that we were at before, to where we're with each other, these emotions are back, and now it looks like we're headed into the same direction that we was before we broke apart. So that's what I call spinning the block. And then 3 days after that damn live happened, we was in a relationship. So the thing is, that's what I meant by spinning the block. Sometimes spinning the block could be you fucking. I feel like spinning the block has several different meanings to it. It could mean I'm turning around and I'm finna give this nigga a chance. A nigga that I used to talk to a long time ago, we finna try to make this shit work again, blah, blah, blah. Or I'm finna spin the block because the dick was so good and I want it again, so I'm finna spin the block and go fuck this nigga again. It could mean all of those things. So she could not be lying about fucking another man while her and Ken was on a break, because they wasn't together. So I really feel like if she did fuck somebody, that's her right and her business, because Ken wasn't her man, and Trisha wasn't his woman. So he could do, both of them were able and free to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do, to be quite honest. You feel what I'm saying? Because guess what? If Bando was messing with someone while we were not dating or talking, that is his right to do that, because he not mine, I ain't his. So during that time, whoever he was fucking on, if he was, that's his business. The same way, if I was fucking somebody while I wasn't with him, that's my business, because I didn't do it while I was with him. I did it when he wasn't with me. When you on that break and you not communicating or nothing, that's your right to do whatever you want in that moment. Get that shit out while you on break. And when you choose, if y'all choose to get back together, then that's it. It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. That's just how I feel about it. So yeah, I don't think she could possibly be telling the truth. But do I think she fucked somebody? I do. She just don't want to admit it. Ken says he doesn't believe that she didn't sleep with the man. I'm with Ken on that. I don't believe she didn't either. Ken did admit to fucking somebody else. At least he owned it. And then they started talking about therapy and how good it's been for them, and how, they're going to continue at it and stuff like that. And they asked, is Trish the woman that he sees himself being married to? And he said that Trish is the woman that he wants to marry. Now, I do believe him when he says that Trish is the woman that he wants to marry, because I do sometimes be feeling like I do at times feel like he's more so into I feel like he is more in tune with it than she is a lot of the time. I do kind of believe that this is the woman that he wants to be with. But it's Trish that I'm not necessarily convinced with. I don't know what it is that she wants at this moment. I don't know. And I don't think she really knows what she wants either, truth be told. Let me see. Scotty, will you feel some type of way if he don't tell you? No. It's nothing to tell me. That happened before we got back together. So why would that matter? I'm not interested in what somebody did when I wasn't with them. I don't know if that makes me crazy. I don't know if that makes me ridiculous in a sense. I mean, I really don't know, but I don't really care about that. I don't care about what happened in the past. Long as it didn't happen while you were with me, that's it. If it happened when I wasn't with you, you don't owe me shit. So I don't really care. He's more into her than she is into him. I agree with that. Ken need to move on. She a liar and all over the place. Ooh, y'all do not see it for Trish, honey. If I sleep with someone while on break, there will be no block spending for me. Let me see. I think Trisha gave him a hall pass to get it all out before they got married. That's an interesting way of looking at it. I wish he would just stand in it. I agree. I don't think Ken really wants to be with her long term. When Carlos asked him if this is the woman he could see himself with, his mouth said yes, but his head was shaking no. So y'all don't really believe in the Ken and Trisha of it all. Y'all think they both lying to one another and lying to themselves. That's what it's looking like to me. That's what it's looking like to me. Y'all feel like they lying to each other and they lying to themselves. And I'm inclined to believe what y'all say. Like, for real, I'm inclined to believe the words that are coming out of you guys' mouth. I'm inclined to believe that. Okay? Let me see. But anyway, anyhow, let's move on to the last part of the show. And that is Tisha versus Destiny, honey. Let's get into it. So Tisha feels that Destiny wasn't holding Martell accountable for the things that he was saying about her. And my thing is this. What's so crazy to me when it comes down to Tisha is that she putting all of this responsibility and all of this stuff on Destiny. And the thing is, you putting all that on Destiny, but you ain't putting it all on your husband. When your husband is the main one that don't defend your ass. So my thing is, you want Destiny to be your protector when your husband is supposed to be your protector. And all of those things that you wanted Destiny to hold him accountable for, you should have held, Marceau should have held Martell accountable for all of that. Destiny trying to be referee standing in front of Martell as he was charging towards you, and your husband ain't doing shit. So why is it that you have all of these expectations from Destiny, but you don't have any expectations for your motherfucking husband? That is the thing that I'm trying to understand, because you sit here and you see Marceau not defend you when a grown ass man is disrespecting you to the highest power. But then you want Destiny to hold him accountable while your fucking man can't. No, for real. Because listen, if my man is not defending me, I'm not finna look to my friends to do it. For what? And to top it all off, I don't really need nobody to defend me for nothing. I can defend myself, and I do it at my own time. But my thing is, how the fuck are you putting all of this on Destiny, but the same energy don't go to your fucking husband who sat there and let Martell disrespect you in his face? Martell should have got his ass the fuck whooped that day, to be honest. Because let's be clear, if that was my wife, he would have got his ass beat. And that's just the truth. Got his ass the fuck beat. But you want Destiny to hold him accountable. Girl, bye. Anyway, she felt like she didn't defend her to Nell. Okay, then she feels like Destiny is friends with her enemies. Destiny been knowing Martell. Destiny been friends with Nell. So in so many words, because you got an issue with them, you expect for her to stop being friends with both Martell and Nell because you got a problem with them. You've been beefing with Martell. You and your husbands. You and your husband been beefing with Martell for many years. This ain't nothing new. So why the fuck does Destiny need to stop talking to and one of them because you got a problem with them? Y'all in y'all 40s. And motherfucker, I'm almost 40. Y'all not gonna tell me who I can and can't talk to. There's one thing you cannot do. You cannot tell a grown-ass woman or a grown-ass man who they can and can't talk to. Your issue is your issue. It's not going to be your issue is now mine. The fuck? Because guess what? My issue is mine. I don't need you to inherit my motherfucking issue. That's just the truth of the matter. Like, what the fuck are we doing and how old the fuck are we in this situation? That's all the fuck I'm saying. Like, what are we doing? Tisha is childish as a mother, and I don't understand how certain people can't fucking see that. And when I see people defending Tisha's actions, sometimes I be like, y'all are just as immature as she is to defend that shit. Because there's no way anybody can be defending the actions of Letitia Scott this season. No one. Because she has shown herself to be a childish ass nincompoop this entire season. And she didn't irk me this entire season by being so childish. And I'm so over it, girl. Grow the fuck up. You took this shit to a whole nother level with Destiny, to me. But you want to play the victim. Girl, bye. Where we at? Destiny feels like it's bullshit. And then that's when Destiny said that's when Tisha had said to her that it's either fight with Destiny or divorce Marceau. If you want me to be real, I believe every motherfucking word that Destiny said. I really feel like Tisha did all this shit for a storyline. I believe it. People do that. I believe it. She needed somebody to fight with, and she needed somebody to fight with, or she needed to divorce Marceau. And we know that she's not leaving Marceau. So what she chose to do was the low-hanging fruit, which is beef with Destiny. That's exactly what she chose to do. I believe it. Because when Destiny asking her what the problem is, she's not even answering the question. But she's not answering the question because there's no way for her to answer the question, being that this whole beef with Destiny is fake as fuck and it's all for TV, because that's what the fuck this shit is. It's all for fucking TV, and we all know that it is. This shit is for TV, and we know that. So, no. No, I believe every solitary word that Destiny said. She says that she has held Martell accountable before, and that is true. She did. I've seen Destiny hold Martell accountable. So whenever people say she never holds him accountable, I think that's a lie, because even when she was friends with Melody and Martell was doing weird ass shit, she was calling him out. Literally calling him out, literally letting him know that he was dead ass wrong for the moves that he was making, like literally dead ass wrong. Like, and she straight up told him that every single time I've seen her do that. So I'm just wondering, why are we acting as if we ain't never seen her do that? Because she literally has done that several times. Okay. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, people can call me crazy if they want to, but let me see. Where we at? So then Destiny says that she refuses to grovel to Tisha. She says that she has apologized to Tisha, been trying to make things right with Tisha, and Tisha just want to continue to fight with her. I agree. Then Carlos says that Tisha advocated for Destiny to come back on the show. She knew about her financial situation. She knew that Destiny was struggling, and she went to Carlos and said that she needed to come back to the show. And I think that was a great thing that Tisha did by getting Destiny to come back on the show. That's a great thing. Like, I love the advocation, but that doesn't change how I feel. Tisha is slick wrong for the way that she's been treating Destiny this season, to be honest. And do y'all notice that Destiny got the seat next to Carlos? You know, it used to be Saints and Sinners and Martell with the seat next to Carlos, but now Destiny got the seat next to Carlos. Am I seeing a new queen bee of the show? Because little do people know, Destiny carried this fucking show this season. Her and the Fletchers carried this goddamn show this season. Martell really should have been at the end. Destiny was sitting next to Carlos as she should, and Chris and Nell should have been sitting right next to Destiny, to be honest. And listen, I guess y'all gonna be mad at me for saying it, but Destiny is the new queen of the show. She definitely held this show down. It's been all about her. Then Kimmy starts explaining her past issues with Tisha, and I felt like they were completely watered down when she explained that shit, because Tisha was doing Kimmy the same motherfucking way, mad at Kimmy because she was not beefing with Mel. You feel what I'm saying? And this is another thing. Tisha is doing the exact same thing that I felt Mel would do in the past. And what I mean by that is, because Gabby just brought this up just then, and it made me think about that. It comes across like Tisha rallied for Destiny to come back, and she felt like Destiny would be indebted to her for the rest of her living days because she got her back on the show. The same way I felt like people felt like, because when people defend Melody, the first thing that they say is she brought them on the show, she did this for them, she put them on, and that means that they're supposed to be indebted to her for the rest of their motherfucking life. That don't mean that. I don't give a fuck what you did. I ain't got to kiss your ass. And I ain't got to allow you to be an asshole to me. I ain't got to allow none of that bullshit. Sometimes y'all feel like because y'all did something for people, that means that they're supposed to kiss your motherfucking ass. And that's not the way the world turns, damn it. The world does not turn that way. Because guess what? I got one life to live. And for the days of my life, I'm not going to play these motherfucking games. I'm not going to play these motherfucking games. Because see, I got a guiding light over my motherfucking spirit. Okay, I have a guiding light, and as for all my children, it does not matter. You fuck around with me, and you're gonna wind up in General Hospital, because at the end of the day, I'm bold and beautiful and young and restless. There's nothing you can say about it. So at the end of the day, I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you a damn thing at all. So that's how it comes across to me. That's how it come across to me. Fuck that. Let me see. Destiny says that Kimmy says that Destiny be saying shady shit. Kimmy can't even tell Destiny what the fuck she be saying that's shady. And I love to see Destiny go in on Kimmy, and then Nell then agrees. But then Nell can answer the question. Nell says that she felt that Destiny inserted herself. And then that's when Nell was basically saying that it was an issue between her and Kimmy. And Kimmy says that it was never an issue. But then Trish says it kind of was an issue. And then Kimmy and Nell start going back, and it was bitch this, bitch that. And I ain't going to lie to you. Kimmy and Nell really don't like one another, and I really see that they don't really like each other. And one thing about that is this right here. I am here for Nell putting the fire in the foot down on motherfucking Kimmy. I am here for it. Kimmy need to shut the fuck up. That's what she needs to do. Shut the fuck up. I was here for Nell getting her ass together. No lie. I was here for her getting Nell ass together. I was here. Getting Kimmy ass together. I was here for it. Let me see. Marceau worried they'll grow old together and she'll be Wanda 2.0. My sister is very much like Tisha. What you think is a kind gesture and someone looking out for you is really somebody trying to dominate you at a later time. After all I done for you is what I hear. And let me tell you, that is very true. One thing about me is that when I do something for people, I don't bring that shit up. When I'm mad, I don't bring it up, because my thing is this. I did that shit because I wanted to do it. And that was a genuine thing. I feel like once you get mad at a person, you have to remind them of what the fuck you did for them. It makes me feel like you didn't really mean what you did for me, and you're only using it, and now you're using it against me. Because let's be clear here. There's motherfuckers out there that I've helped. There's motherfuckers out there, the same motherfuckers that I've helped have been very deceitful, and they have put blinders over my eyes, and I'm just looking at motherfuckers differently. But at the same point in time, whether I feel that way or felt that way about people or not, it still does not make me bring up or throw something in somebody's face about what the fuck I did for them, because I did it because I fucking wanted to. And that was why I was so irritated with Mel when she was talking about her relationship with Destiny and how she was bringing up the fact that she paid a light bill and did all. Why we bringing it? Why we bringing it up? Why are we bringing it up? I always feel like when there's a dispute and someone is bringing up, because I did that for you and I did this. If I didn't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me. You don't, because you're bringing up what you fucking did for no reason. Why are we bringing up what you did? I don't care. Don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Don't care. Don't care. You're not gonna hold shit over my motherfucking head. Period. Yes, because Kimmy is very condescending and Nell is with none of that bullshit. Exactly. Aquarius versus Aquarius is correct. It is, baby. I have been. That's me and JT. Aquarius versus Aquarius. And the fights that we've had outside of the cameras, ooh, child, that shit is crazy. Like I have cursed her out and yelled at her ass so many different times. But honey, I think that's about it. I think that's about it, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I really do. I hope you guys enjoyed this review because I enjoyed doing it. Like I said, I'll be interviewing Amanda and Melanie. They got a new show coming out called the shit. I forgot the name. But it's like another Jackson show. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Apple TV. It's going to be on Amazon. It's going to be on all of those different things. So I'm going to be interviewing her and another cast member on the 16th of June. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. Also, the Scene ATL, we start filming next week. Me and Bando was supposed to actually film our very first scene today, but me and him were drunk and hungover today, so we didn't get the film. But I'll be filming with DJ next week. That would be my very first scene to shoot for the season, and we are going to have a great time. We have a whole lot in store for the Scene ATL this season. We got 5 new cast members. I'm very excited about that as well. These new faces. Hopefully you guys, like them. When they come to the fold, I think we're gonna have a great show. I think those 5 new people were definitely needed. And I would definitely be giving you guys like little updates and shit as we continue with filming the show and stuff like that. But yes, we're starting to film next week, most definitely. So this is coming. Me, DJ, and Nikki, Sex, Love, and Pain. We'll be doing that on my members only. I'm gonna try to go for this week. So if you want to see this particular content, this particular content, y'all got to get the members only for, because that's where this will be in members only, because it's going to be a lot of fun conversations about relationships and stuff like that, and some of our past experiences and all of that good stuff. Also, be sure to support my best friend Sammy, of course. He has a t-shirt line, the #1 T shop, and it's available exclusively on Etsy. So make sure you guys go on and support him, just like y'all should support me with my book, That's Why You're Lonely, which is now available on Kindle and Amazon. And as I said, the sequel to this book is being worked on now, and it should be released sometime this fall. All right, so with that being said, you guys, it's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, boys, up out here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.